Yeah, in my breakout session, we kind of worked on Notebook LM. And if you haven't heard of Notebook LM, it's something that you should look into. It's a learning tool, and it's part of the Google suite. So it's based on Gemini, but it's a tool that you can provide your own sources to, and then it will create briefing documents, mind maps, FAQs, all sorts of information that help you kind of flex your critical thinking skills to become more versed in the topic that you're looking to learn. It even generates a podcast and a video, because that's something that's helpful for people as well when they're trying to learn about a topic. In some ways to use it, think about things that you have on your computer that you need to synthesize. Transcripts, documents, things you've written. You can actually mix it all up together and kind of see what's generated from the tool. So it's a little different from something like a ChatGPT or a Claude. It's really something that can really help with education and even our education system.
So I came through with the custom GPT, trying to get people an introduction level to the next step of ChatGPT. I know a lot of folks have chat experience, but how can you specialize that interaction and get some more in-depth expert level assistance on whatever you're working on? So that was kind of my angle today, is empowering people with the custom GPTs and to find a way that they can use it to empower whatever they got going on. So, you know, I don't see myself as an AI expert. I'm very kind of new into the space, as we all are with most of these tools. So my whole thing is getting in front of people who maybe haven't used it as much, breaking that ice, letting them know that, hey, we all are on this journey really at the same time. So the earlier you get into it, the sooner you'll get more comfortable with it, and the more you see, the more you can imagine. And so just taking that first step, that's my whole goal, just getting people comfortable with the thought of AI, seeing what it can do for them, and then helping them empower themselves to use those tools for whatever change that they want to see. But I really use it as a social justice tool, things we think of, storytelling, ways to, you know, enhance the storytelling, ways to facilitate meetings, get grant funding. It's just so many different angles that you can take it, and people don't necessarily always realize the type of tool that it is. So if I can introduce one or two people to it, I'm just excited. So I'm glad to have come out and got some good opportunities to introduce it to folks today. So.
All right. Had a great evening. You know, I was presenting on node-based creative platforms and creative workflows using tools like Weavy and Flora Fauna, Comfy UI. Had a great group of people back there, really inquisitive. Overall, just a great session. Some people were at different levels. Some people really knew what was going on. Some people were like new to it. So it was great to collectively share, you know, those different sides. Just a great event, great people. So I had a great time, so I appreciate the invite.
What's good, y'all? Kareem Scales here, CEO and founder of Scales Consulting, LLC. My mind's a little bit everywhere right now, just unpacking this experience. We just completed the first People's Prompt Lab in partnership with Tech Week GR and GR MiFi, man. So we had a sold out event, really got to walk folks through the science of prompting and how they can utilize that in their everyday lives. So that was pretty dope, man. I think it's imperative, bro. I think, you know, when we look back on our transition growing up with the internet boom, right? I remember I was always blessed to be one of the kids that was a part of it pretty early on when we were using Netscape Navigator, man, and dial-up internet, right? But when you look at that transition, I think this AI era is gonna be even bigger than that, man. When you talk about being able to be, you know, 40% increase in productivity, I think that it's gonna be a tool that, I think it already is a tool that folks have to be able to utilize to enhance, whether it is what you already do or to learn new things that you can, you know, start to, you know, engage in, man. When you look at the way the world is going. Anytime you see these big tech companies investing $600 billion in something, you got to pay attention to where the money is going. And so not only for the benefit of your own productivity and your own efficiency, but also making sure that we are a part of the conversations in terms of the protections as well, right? When we talk about some of the biases in the various tools, right? If we're not engaging with the tools, then eventually we're going to be left out of the outputs. And so I look at it two ways, not only how it can help me in my everyday work, but also the importance of how important it is for us to be engaged so that we can help shape out what the future really looks like. To small business, bro, I think it's vital. I think it's vital for a small business. One of the main challenges of a small business is lack of access to capital and liquid funds, right? You can't hire that marketing manager that costs X amount of dollars. You can't hire that social media influencer to promote your products. Now you got access to all that yourself, right, in a matter of seconds, right? So if you're a small business owner and you're not utilizing LLMs or ChatGPT, Claude, the various tools out there, you got to get on board, man. I mean, for me, I run a business myself, and I'm using the tools every day, man, on an everyday basis, right? And I think that as the tools continue to advance, those who don't begin to engage, unfortunately, won't be able to keep up with the pace of everybody else. So I think it's vital. I think it's going to be the most important tool of our era. Cool. With that, I'll just close out, man. I want to say big thanks to all of our partners. Just extremely thankful and just much gratitude to everybody who helped support this initiative. And stay tuned for more. We got another event coming up later this week. We want to be able to work directly with individuals doing one-on-one coaching. We want to be able to come out and host workshops for your organization, for your team, and really help folks really understand how they can really maximize the tools. And so hit us up at scalesconsultingllc.com, CEO at Scales Consulting LLC. And again, let's not just upscale, y'all, let's scale up.